Hello, everyone, and welcome in to Wisconsin Valley Conference softball right here on your hometown Wisconsin Sports Network, Zaleski Sports. My name is Caleb Jacoby. Glad to be here. The SPASH Panthers and the Wisconsin Rapids Raiders here. Wisconsin Rapids Red Raiders and the SPASH Panthers here tonight in this one at the Rapids Area Sports Complex. If you were with us earlier today, we were broadcasting. I was on the call for Wausau West Marshfield Baseball. That was just behind where we are now, or just to the side of where we are now here at the Rapids Area Sports Complex. Just move the equipment over, get set up for this SPASH Wisconsin Rapids softball matchup. The Panthers come into this game at 4-3 overall and 3-1 in the Wisconsin Valley Conference. That one loss coming to DC Everest, who is in first place in the conference. SPASH is in second place at 3-1 in the conference. Speaking of being a 3-1 in conference, Wisconsin Rapids also 3-1 in conference play, tied for SPASH in second. So a lot of conference implications, of course, since it's the conference game, but also because both these teams are the same record in conference play thus far this season at 3-1. Wisconsin Rapids 7-1 overall, though, coming into this game against the SPASH Panthers. And Wisconsin Rapids, also their only conference losses come to DC Everest. That loss came 6-2. That was a loss on Tuesday of this week. So the last game Wisconsin Rapids played was that loss to DC Everest. That was here in Wisconsin Rapids against DC Everest. Here in this one, Wisconsin Rapids coached by Isaac Holberg, and the SPASH Panthers coached by Tom Droner, as looks like they're going to have the national anthem shortly here. And once they get done with that national anthem, we will have your starting lineups here tonight. But first, we're going to take a quick break. And we're going to be back with your starting lineups right after this on Zaleski Sports.
When the last thing you need to happen does. One of our 16 mobile service trucks from Sherrill Tire and Service Center can keep you rolling and growing. Sherrill Tire and Service Center, your locally owned farm tire specialist.
Sherrill Tire and Service, keep growing and rolling with us.
Find your location at SherrillTire.com.
And welcome back, everybody. Time for your starting lineup, starting with the visiting SPASH Panthers. Leading off, it'll be the center fielder, Caitlin Kleismith. Batting second will be the shortstop, Micah Keller. Batting third, the second baseman, Riley Paczynski. Fourth, the pitcher, Marin Savageau. Batting fifth, the first baseman, Delilah Abundis. Batting sixth, the left fielder, Addie Simonson. Batting seventh, the catcher, Braylee Lake. Batting eighth, the designated player, Aubrey Itzen. And batting ninth, the third baseman, Hannah Stremkowski. And then in the field for SPASH, not in the batting lineup, is the right fielder, Morgan Groshek. And on the bench for SPASH, it's Shelby Brooks, Addie Pesky, Claire Swicky, Bella Brooks, Emma Witkowski, and Emma Reiberich. Now the starting lineup for Wisconsin Rapids out in the field. On the mound, it's the pitcher, Rhiannon Carroll. Then out there in left field, it's Emily Friday. In center field, Kristen Radke. At catcher, it is Kendall Zegon. Batting fifth, it's the first baseman, Sawyer Holberg. Batting sixth, it's the right fielder, Bella Force. Batting seventh, the first baseman, Jazz Redcloud. And batting eighth, the shortstop, Sydney Holberg. And ninth, it'll be the second baseman, Jess DeKarski. Starting on the bench for Wisconsin Rapids, it's Annabelle Ross, Gabby Nilitz, and Kiana McIntyre. Once again, Red Raiders are coached by Isaac Holberg, and the Panthers coached by Tom Droner.
At this time, please rise, remove your hats.
And now we're going to step aside and be back with the start of this one in about 60 seconds right after this on Zaleski Sports.
You're gonna love it. You're gonna love home furniture.
Hi,
Hi, this is Jill from Home Furniture and Design. Since 1970 and 4 generations, our family has been proudly offering quality furniture like Lazy Boy, Serta, and the Amish to Central Wisconsin. We also offer free in-home design with our professionally trained designers to help you create a space that is uniquely yours, whether it's just a sofa or the entire home.
You're gonna love it. You're gonna love home furniture.
West Grand Avenue, Wisconsin Rapids, and Post Road in Plover.
We said we're growing, and we are. Come join the Crystal Finishing family. We're looking for experienced industrial maintenance mechanics, CNC fabricators, all driver positions for our freight team, as well as skilled and general production. We know the importance of a work and life balance. Our shift options and flexible schedules set us apart. Our pay ranges from $17 to $43 per hour depending on your skill level. We're proud to be a family-owned company that is committed to our community, team members, and the growth of our business. Call or jump on our website to learn more.
Don't let pain or mobility issues keep you from enjoying life. Let our physical therapy doctors and our staff at Roberts Physical Therapy help you recover your ability to move easily and live free of aches and pains, providing effective individual treatment plans. Whether you're experiencing problems with balance and mobility, you're experiencing pain in your low back, or you're dealing with any other physical challenges, we'll take care of you. For more information on how we can service your needs, contact us today.
Welcome back, everybody, as we're just about set to get underway here in the top of the first inning. Already went through starting lineups for you. Again, it will be the SPASH Panthers visiting team starting off at the plate. Again, it'll be top of the order, the center fielder, Caitlin Kleismith, the shortstop, Micah Keller, and the second baseman, Riley Paczynski, starting things off. Again, starting on the mound for Wisconsin Rapids will be Rhiannon Carroll. And I do have to say one thing. One of my pet peeves in once softball, baseball season comes around is when teams wear the exact same colors to the game and don't bring a white jersey or a gray jersey. And that's what we got here today. So SPASH and Wisconsin Rapids already wear the same colors. They're black, red primarily, black and white. And both teams are essentially wearing the exact same uniforms. Little variations. We've got white numbers for Wisconsin Rapids, black numbers for SPASH. But that's one of my pet peeves, one of the complaints that I have once spring sports season comes around with softball and baseball. Let's have one team wear a white uniform, wear a black uniform, wear a gray uniform. So we're not wearing the exact same jersey color, which is red, and the exact same pants color, which is black. Just one request I have. One humble request from me, but no big deal. I'll sort it out for everybody. That first pitch is going to be a ball. It is the SPASH Panthers up to bat. First here to Kleismith. Caitlin Kleismith playing center field tonight for the SPASH Panthers. She looks at a ball. Here's the pitch from Carroll. That's popped up out there into left field, and it's going to be caught for out number one. As left fielder Emily Friday makes the catch out there in left for the Red Raiders. So one down here. And now up to bat for the Panthers. It's the shortstop, Micah Keller. Again, Rhiannon Carroll on the mound for the Red Raiders. And that one's going to be grounded over to second. Throw to first, quick and on time for out number two. So a ground out on the first pitch there. Quick 2 outs here in the top of the first. Now to the 3 spot in the order. It's the second baseman, Riley Paczynski. Nobody on, 2 outs to Paczynski. That's in there for a strike. Just hits that outside edge of the strike zone. Here's the 0-1. In there for strike 2. And that's hit hard, line drive out into center field. It's going to fall. There's a base hit for Riley Paczynski to get things going for the SPASH Panthers here in the top of the first. Now to the 4 spot in the order, it's the pitcher, Marin Savageau. Runner at first and 2 outs here for Savageau. That one's going to miss high for a ball. 1-0. And that one's hit hard, lined out third base line. And look out, Coach Droner there, as he almost took one right in the face. He had to duck out of the way of that one. It's his own player. Just about knocked him in the face there. 1-1 the count here to Marin Savageau. That one went foul. That one's low and in the turf for ball one. 1-2 the count now. Or excuse me, 2-1 the count now to Savageau. That's in there for a strike, and now the count evens up at 2-2. And a swing and a miss. Savageau goes down swinging for out number 3. Strikeout number 1 on the night for Rhiannon Carroll, and that'll do it for the top of the first. Spash put up 0 runs, but on 1 hit, they leave 1 runner stranded, and the score sits at 0 after 1 half inning. We'll step aside and be back with more Wisconsin Valley Conference softball right after this on Zaleski Sports.
Hi, this is Van Patrick Oates from Rapids Awards and More. People ask, what is the more part of Awards and More? Well, that means that we're more than just an award store. We engrave glass, wood, plastic, guns, Yeti cups, medals, knives, and so much more. We're located on the web at awardsandmore.us. And if you're in the Wisconsin Rapids area, visit our physical store at 1210 Pepper Avenue or check us out on Facebook. Rapids Awards and More than just awards.
Mid-State Technical College. You belong here. Start your classes and get your degree right here, or transfer to your 4-year.
Mid-State Technical College. You belong here. In person at 4 convenient campuses, online or a hybrid.
Mid-State Technical College. You belong here for your Career Accelerator Certificate, a quick way to get ahead in your career.
Mid-State Technical College. You belong here.
Register to start this spring.
Get started at mstc.edu.
Mid-State Technical College. You belong here.
Welcome back, everybody, as we get set to start the bottom of the first. It'll be the Wisconsin Rapids Red Raiders up to bat. Spectrum Benefit Solutions, with offices located throughout central Wisconsin. Spectrum Benefit Solutions is your group benefits provider for health, dental, accident, and life insurance. Spectrum Benefit Solutions works with hundreds of clients of all sizes to help you attract and retain the best employees. Find Spectrum Benefit Solutions on Facebook to get started. Here is the pitcher, Rhiannon Carroll, leading things off for the Red Raiders. She looks at a ball on pitch number 1. Both pitchers for each team wearing the number 44 tonight. Rhiannon Carroll for Wisconsin Rapids and Marin Savageau for SPASH. And there's a strike. And Carroll did just strike out Savageau to end that last inning. See if Savageau is going to try. I'm sure she'll try to do the same here. In the bottom of the first. And that's going to be grounded over to third. Here's the throw to first. Out number 1 as Carroll grounds out. So 1 down. Now on to the 2 spot in the order. It's the left fielder, Emily Friday. We had nobody on and 1 out here in the bottom of the first. And here's the pitch from Savageau. Swing and a miss. 0-1 to Friday. That one misses outside. Ball 1. Evens up the count at 1-1 here to Friday. Emily Friday up to bat on a Friday. That's popped up. Shallow right field, actually stays into the infield, and that's out number 2.
Number 10, Kristen Radke.
Caught out there at second by Riley Paczynski. So 2 down quickly here. Mirror image of the first inning for SPASH at the plate thus far. Center fielder Kristen Radke now up to bat, batting third in the order. That's in there for strike one. The 0-1 outside for a ball. And the count evens up at 1-1 now to Radke. Swing and a miss on a pitch outside as Savageau got Radke to chase that one. And now the count 1-2 to Kristen Radke. That one grounded up the middle, and that's got a chance to get through, and that's going to be an infield base hit for Kristen Radke. As she gets on base, really is kind of a mirror image of that first inning for Spash at the plate. Ground out and a fly out, and then a base hit. Except for Spash, it's a fly out, then a ground out, but now to the fourth spot in the order, it's the catcher, Kendall Zegon. Zegon with a runner at first and 2 outs here in the bottom of the first. And that one going to be grounded to second. Toss over to first in time for out number 3. And that'll do it for the bottom half of the first. The Red Raiders go scoreless on 1 hit. No errors. 1 runner left stranded. We'll step aside and be back with more Wisconsin Valley Conference baseball from the Rapids Area Sports Complex right after this on Zaleski Sports.
Grassland Dairy Products is your match for an exciting new career today. Go to grassland.com to see the opportunities waiting for you. Browse through careers like CDL truck driver, shipping and receiving, line tech, quality assurance, forklift, maintenance tech, inventory associates, and more. Great compensation, weekly pay, and 0 premium company paid health, dental, and life. Apply now at grassland.com or in person at Grassland Dairy Products, Fairground Avenue, just south of Greenwood.
Bauer & Feind has been based in Marshfield since 1955. And if you're in business that long, you're obviously doing many things right. We always focus on selling world-class products, backing it up with world-class customer support.
Working with Bauer & Feind Business Technologies has been a pleasure. We have staff on call that we can call if we ever have issues, and the printer usability has been really easy, user-friendly.
Give us a call, visit our website. We'd be happy to come in, talk to you. Maybe there's a way we can help you save some money and work more efficiently.
Welcome back, everybody. Delilah Abunda is up to bat for the Spash Panthers. She looks at a ball on pitch number 1. The 5, 6, 7 spots due up for the Panthers, starting with Abundis, then Addie Simonson and Braley Lake. For Spash, and Abundis pops that one up in the infield, and a routine catch made for out number 1. Catch made by the third baseman. Well, I must have written something down wrong on my roster. I don't have a third baseman. Got 2 first basemen, though. That's not right. Sawyer Holberg, or excuse me, Addie Simonson, the left fielder, up to bat here. Swing and a miss from Simonson. Yep, nope. On the Wisconsin Rapids lineup, there were 2 first basemen written. I'll have to get that figured out. Swing and a miss from Simonson. Now it's 0-2. 1-2, rather. And another swing and a miss. Simonson goes down swinging for out number 2. It's strikeout number 2 on the night for Rhiannon Carroll on the mound. 2 down here in the top of the second. Now up to bat, the catcher, Braley Lake. Lake looks at a strike on pitch number 1. And that one's going to be grounded to second there. Throw to first. In time for out number 3 as some snowflakes start to fall here. That's going to do it for the top of the second inning. We'll step aside and be back with the bottom of the second from Wisconsin Rapids right here on Zaleski Sports.
Are you in the market for a new vehicle? Do you work in the medical field? We at Wheelers want to thank you by offering the supplier pricing for everyone. If you are a firefighter, EMT, police officer, nurse, if you're in the medical field, stop on down and talk to one of our sales consultants and see how you can take advantage of the great rebates on supplier pricing at Wheeler Chevrolet.
Rustic Redefined is the area's boutique clothing store for women and children. You'll find a personalized shopping experience with unique and trendy styles to choose from. Rustic Redefined specializes in affordable clothes and accessories with red carpet service. Find your individual style at Rustic Redefined on 8th Street South in Wisconsin Rapids and Rustic Redefined on Facebook.
Welcome back, everybody. Tied at zeros here in the bottom of the second inning. Thanks to our game day sponsors, Rapids Sheet Metal, Sparhawk Trucking, and Scott Krug Realty. Also, a word from our friends over at Mobile Link. Mobile Link in Wisconsin Rapids is your go-to for car and boat services, including window tinting, remote start, and accessorizing. It's the Red Raiders up to bat here in the bottom of the second inning. The 5, 6, 7 spots due up. Sawyer Holberg, Bella Force, and Jazz Red Cloud. Starting with the first baseman, Sawyer Holberg. So Holberg is at first. Jazz Red Cloud is at third base for the Red Raiders. That one's low and in the turf for ball one. Once again on the mound for the SPASH Panthers is Marin Savageau. Here's the 1-0 count to Holberg. Sawyer Holberg, that is. And swings hard on that one, fouls it back. Count evens up at 1-1. Here's the 1-1. That one hit hard, line drive into left center field, and that one's going to go all the way back to the wall, and that's a stand-up leadoff double for Sawyer Holberg. It's a tough play for Clysmith to make over there. Went right into the gap, had to range all the way to the wall. And Holberg with the stand-up double. That leads off the inning. And the Red Raiders off to a good start here in the second. Now the sixth spot in the order, it's the right fielder, Bella Force, with no outs and a runner in scoring position at second base. Low for ball one. Savageau on the pitch. That a bunt down, but foul. As the count evens up to 1-1 to Force. Shows bunt again, pulls back. Ball called. 2-1 now to Force. Shows bunt, gets it down. That's a good one. Throw to first. Going to be in time. Did her foot come off the bag? Yes, it did. Foot came off the bag. Over there at first for Delilah Abundez. And again, that would have been an out if her foot was on the bag. So I'll have to give that knee 3. Now we've got runners at the corners for Jazz Red Cloud, the third baseman. First pitch to Red Cloud in there for a strike. And shows bunt, pulls back. It's called strike 2 anyways. 0-2 the count now to Red Cloud with runners at the corners. Still no outs here for the Red Raiders. Checks her swing, called strike 3. Red Cloud goes down looking for out number 1. It's the first strikeout of the night for Marin Savageau on the mound. On to the 8th spot in the order. It's the shortstop, Sidney Holberg. And runners at the corners. 1 out here for Holberg. And she grounds that one up the middle. That's out into center field. It brings in a run and an RBI base hit for Sidney Holberg. Wisconsin Rapids goes up 1-0. Holberg with the RBI base hit. Brings Sawyer Holberg in to score. Sends Bella Force to second. And, of course, at first, Sidney Holberg. Now the second baseman, Jess Dekarski, up to bat. Dekarski looks at a pitch inside for a ball. Here's the 1-0. In there for strike 1. And the count evens up at 1-1 here to Dekarski. That one swung on, chipped back, and that'll be good for strike 2. 1-2. The count now to Jess Dekarski. That one grounded foul down the first baseline. As Dekarski stays alive in the count. Count remains 1-2. And fouls that one back. Dekarski continues the battle at the plate. High for a ball. Evens up the count at 2-2 now to Dekarski. And that one just misses, slow and away. It's ball 3. And now the count runs full here to Dekarski. She's battled back, was 1-2. It's a couple balls thrown her way, and now the full count. High, ball 4, as Dekarski is walked. She'll take her base. And what an at-bat there for Dekarski to battle back. Down 1-2 in the count. Now it runs full. Coach Droner now wants to speak with his infield for a moment. That'll give us a chance to hear from our friends over at Zach's Technology. Zach's Technology in downtown Wisconsin Rapids is your go-to for residential and commercial computer repair. Custom-built desktops, off-site backup, and mobile repair. Look to Zach's Technology. Back to the top of the order for the Red Raiders. It's the pitcher, Rhiannon Carroll. She's 0 for 1 in one at-bat, grounded out in the first inning. Bases loaded, though. And that one an inside for a ball. Bases loaded with just 1 out. Here's the 1-0. That's low and inside for a ball. Runners will stay put as Savageau hustles to home plate to discourage Force from trying to come home and discourage Coach Holberg from sending her home. 1-1 the count. Or, excuse me, 2-0 the count. To Carroll. That's grounded out into right field. That's a base hit. 1 run scores. Another one coming home will score as well. That's a 2 RBI base hit for Rhiannon Carroll, and the Red Raiders go up 3-0. And make that 2 RBI double.
Courtesy runner, Annabelle Ross.
2 RBI double for Rhiannon Carroll. So runners at second and third with 1 out for Emily Friday, the left fielder. Force came around to score, as did Sydney Holberg. It's Dekarski at third and Carroll at second. Emily Friday, the left fielder, up to bat. She flew out to second, her first at bat. Shows bunt, puts it down. They go to first for the out, but another run will score for the Red Raiders. So Friday does what she intended there, brings the run home, and Wisconsin Rapids goes up 4-0. So there's out number 2. Now to the 3 spot in the order, it's center fielder Kristen Radke, with a runner at third and 2 outs. That one misses high and away, ball 1. 1-0 to Radke. That one low and inside, another ball. 2-0 the count. Radke 1 for 1 and 1 at bat. She had a base hit in the first inning. Swings on that one, fouls it off and out of play in right field territory. Count now 2-1 to Radke. Again, Marin Savageau in the circle. I think I've mistakenly been saying on the mound. Been calling baseball earlier today. In the circle is Savageau. Two the count now to Radke. That one misses high and outside for ball 3, and now the count runs full here to Kristen Radke. Two outs, runner at third. Radke fouls it off. The full count pitch. That one hit hard out into center field, ranging back, and that is gone. A 2-run home run for Kristen Radke, and Wisconsin Rapids goes up 6-0 on the 2-run homer from Radke. And you could tell with that one right off the bat, as Radke smacked that one out of here. Carroll crosses home. Of course, Radke and Wisconsin Rapids just jumping all over the SPASH Panthers here in the second inning. Now up to bat out of the 4 spot, the catcher, Kendall Zegon. Zegon's 0 for 1 in this one, grounded out in the first inning. We've now been through the entire order for Wisconsin Rapids. That's in there for a strike from Savageau. 0-1. Swing and a miss. Count now 0-2 to Zegon. Nobody on and 2 outs here to Zegon. That one misses high and outside for ball one. 1-2 here. And Zigon pops that one up. That one may be out of play. And no, it stays in foul territory and caught by Abundez for the SPASH Panthers. And that'll do it for the bottom of the second. But Wisconsin Rapids puts up 6 runs here in the second inning on 4 hits, 1 error, and, of course, the 2-run home run from Kristen Radke. 6-0. Rapids lead SPASH. We'll step aside and be back with more Wisconsin Valley Conference softball right after this on Zaleski Sports.
Wondering what to feed your team after work, the game, or this weekend? Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids has tasty, char-broiled burgers for any hungry appetite. From the classic hamburger to the famous Chips Champ and everything in between, check out our daily specials. Stop inside to enjoy your meal with comfortable seating. See our complete menu of burgers, hot ham and cheese, hot beef, chicken and fish, fries, rings, curds, and ice cream served year-round. In a hurry? Same great menu in the drive-thru. Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids.
When buying or selling land, the biggest decision you make is choosing your representation. Whitetail Properties is the top real estate company for selling hunting land, recreational properties, and farms. Our nationwide network of sportsmen, farmers, and investors offers a great opportunity for you to capitalize on the true market value of your property. In central Wisconsin, Brian Roosh is your local land specialist and is ready to help you get started on all of your property needs.
Welcome back, everybody. Top of the third inning. It's Aubrey Itzen, the designated player, up to bat. 1-1 the count here to Itzen. 8-9-1 spots due up, starting with Aubrey Itzen. Then it'll be Hannah Stremkowski and then Caitlin Kleinsmith back to the top of the order for the Panthers. Down by 6 are the Panthers here. And that's hit hard out into the left. That'll be a leadoff base hit for Aubrey Itzen. So Itzen gets things started here in the third for the Panthers. And out of the 9 spot in the order, it's the third baseman, Hannah Stremkowski, with a runner at first and no outs. And she swings on the first pitch, goes to the circle, throw to second for the force out. Can't get it at first, but they get the force at second base for out number 1. And Stremkowski will reach on the fielder's choice. Itzen out, heading to second base. Back to the top of the order, the center fielder, Caitlin Kleinsmith. 1 down and a runner at first for Kleinsmith. She's 0 for 1. Flew out to left field. Her first at bat, kind of half swings on that. Gets a good piece of it, though. Base hit out into center field. So Kleinsmith with a base hit now. Sends Stremkowski to second base. Now to the 2 spot in the order. It's the shortstop, Micah Keller. She's 0 for 1 with a ground out in this one. Got a runner at first and second and 1 out here for Keller. Shows bunt. Did she pull it back? She said, umpire says yes. And it's a ball. 1-0 the count to Keller. And that's called strike 1. And Keller grounds that one to first. And can they get the tag in time? Yes. First baseman Sawyer Holberg rushes over to first and makes the play for out number 2. Runners do advance to second and third, though, as Keller grounds out for out number 2. Now to the 3 spot in the order, it's the second baseman, Riley Paczynski. Paczynski's 1 for 1 with a base hit in this one. She's got a 1-0 count here. Again, Rhiannon Carroll on the mound for the Red Raiders. That one misses low as well. 2-0 the count now to Pachinski. And runners at second and third and 2 outs here. Checks her swing there. It's in there for a strike anyways. 2-1 now to Pachinski. That one misses outside. It's ball 3. 3-1 the count now. That one swung on, grounded over to third. Long throw to first, going to be on time and on target for out number 3. And that'll do it for the the top of the third inning. No runs for the Panthers on 2 hits. And they leave 2 runners left stranded. Wisconsin Rapids remains up 6-0 after 2.5 innings of play. We'll step aside and be back with more Wisconsin Valley Conference softball right after this on Zaleski Sports.
You know better when you see it.
All right, 1, 2, 3.
But sometimes it's a little harder to tell what better looks like, and you could use a little help.
Thanks, Mom.
Security Health Plan. Everything you need in a health plan. Everything you'd expect from a good neighbor.
Hi, this is Blake from Mobile Link. The window tint businesses, homes, and cottages. Remote starters. We've been doing remote starters for over 30 years. We have over 5,000 units installed to date. We offer a lifetime warranty on the product. This unit works from over a mile distance, and the remote tells you the car started. We know the car started because of the green light. It tells me it's running the entire time because every 3 seconds you get a light flash.
Call Blake at Mobile Link to schedule your appointment today. 715-424-5432.
The Spring Yard Prep event is going on now at Fleet Farm. Score savings on soil, seed, mulch, and fertilizer as you get ready to bring your yard back to life. Get everything you need in one stop. Get it all at Fleet Farm. Leading off here in the third is Sawyer Holberg for Wisconsin Rapids. She grounds that one to the circle. Throw to first in time for out number 1.
Number 1, Bella Force.
Holberg now 1 for 2. She had a double her first at bat. So 1 down for the Red Raiders. Here's the right fielder, Bella Force. She reached on an error her first at bat. And that one misses inside for ball 1. One and 0 here to Force. That one high. Ball 2. Again, Marin Savageau on the mound for the SPASH Panthers. That one in there for strike 1. 2-1 the count now to Force. Fouls that one back, and now the count evens up at 2-2 to Bella Force. Swings on that one, hits it well out into right field. It's going to fall fair, and there's the base hit for Bella Force. So Bella Force with the base hit out there to right. Now runner at first and 1 out for the third baseman, Jazz Red Cloud. Red Cloud 0 for 1. She struck out looking in the second inning, her first at bat. Swings on that one, grounds to third, throw to second in time. Can they get it at first? No. And some SPASH fans didn't like it. I think that's a good call, though. Looks safe there to me at first. Force out. Heading to second. Red Cloud will reach on the fielder's choice. And now to the 8th spot, the shortstop, Sidney Holberg. Holberg, 1 for 1, had an RBI base hit in the second inning. That's an errant pitch. And Red Cloud moves on to second base. Again, 2 down, runner at second. It's Red Cloud at second. Sidney Holberg faces the 1-0 count. She grounds that one to second. Go to first. There's out number 3, and that'll do it for the third inning. So Wisconsin Rapids puts up 0 runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 1 runner left stranded. So at the end of 3 complete, it's 6-0 Wisconsin Rapids. We'll step aside and be back with more Wisconsin Valley softball from Wisconsin Rapids right after this on Zaleski Sports.
Welcome. How may we help you?
New windows, new garage, new car, swimming pool. Tuition, we're not talking scholarship here. And a vacation.
Our affordable home equity line of credit may be just what you need.
Medical expenses, braces for our youngest. How about the dog? Roof. How about the roof? And did I mention how long I wanted that vacation to be?
Your money, your life. How may we help you?
Nasonville Dairy, family owned and operated, bringing you fresh cheese curds made daily, along with many other varieties of Wisconsin-made cheeses and treats. Don't forget to check out our cheese and sausage trays for your upcoming parties and cheese and sausage gift packages for the holiday season or any other special occasion. Nasonville Dairy, located just southwest of Marshfield on US Highway 10, NasonvilleDairy.com.
Welcome back, everybody. Top of the 4th inning. It's Marin Savageau leading things off for the SPASH Panthers. She follows the first pitch back. It's 0-1 now to Savageau. 4, 5, 6 spots due up for the Panthers, starting with Savageau. Then it'll be Delilah Abundis and then Addie Simonson for the Panthers. Savageau pops that one up into shallow right, and it's caught for out number 1. I think I just heard some thunder somewhere out here. There were some dark clouds in the distance back behind us, and it has gotten increasingly more cloudy. Keep an eye on that for you. It wasn't a lot of rain in the forecast as Abundis with the base hit. Delilah Abundis gets on for the Panthers. So a base hit for Abundis. And it looks like we're going to have a runner come in for Abundis, Bella Brooks. Bella Brooks will run for Abundis. So runner at first and 1 out. Here for the left fielder, Addie Simonson up to bat. And it looks like we do have potentially some rain coming here soon. It's 1-0 to Simonson. And that one's low for a ball. 2-0 the count now to Simonson. Swing and a miss. 2-1 now. Simonson 0 for 1 in this one. She struck out in the second inning, struck out swinging. Runner at first and 1 out. The 2-1 count to Simonson. That one's low, an errant pitch. And Abundis, or rather Brooks, will advance to second. 3-1 now to Simonson. Runner at second and 1 out. In there for strike 2, and now the count runs full to Addie Simonson. Grounds that one, third base line, foul. And the count remains full here to Simonson as she looks over at Coach Droner's signals. Now steps into the box. That one misses inside, ball 4, and Simonson takes her base. First walk of the night for Rhiannon Carroll on the mound for the Red Raiders. The catcher, Braley Lake, now up to bat for the Panthers. That one's going to be grounded on the third base line. Did it fall fair? Yes, it did. This is going to be a base hit for Lake. One run comes home for the Panthers. And there's the first run on the board for the SPASH Panthers. The RBI double for Braley Lake. And that's just a tough play to make as an outfielder when that ball just straddles the foul line perfectly like that. Again, it's usually just a guaranteed double at minimum, and that's exactly what it was. 6-1 now. Red Raiders in the lead. You've got Brooks, who came home to score. Simonson at third, and Braley Lake holds up at second for the Panthers. Now up to bat, the designated player, Aubrey Itzen. And Itzen is 1 for 1. She had a base hit in the third inning. And if the Panthers want to try to climb back into this game, now is a prime time. That's going to be a ground out, but a run does score. Runner heading for third will get there. And run number 2 comes home for the SPASH Panthers as Simonson crosses home plate. Lake advances to third, but Itzen grounds out for out number 2. Now up to bat at the 9 spot, third baseman Hannah Stremkowski. Stremkowski grounds that one up the middle to second. Throw to first on time, on target for out number 3. So that will do it for the top of the 4th inning. But the SPASH Panthers put up 2 runs. Wisconsin Rapids still leads 6-2 after 3.5 innings. We'll step aside and be back with more Wisconsin Valley Conference softball right after this on your hometown Wisconsin Sports Network, Zaleski Sports.
Customize your next apparel order with Maida Custom Apparel of Stevens Point. Visit us today for custom baseball and softball apparel. Need help with a design? We have you covered. Our highly skilled staff will turn your idea into a reality with great quality screen printing. Or choose from a variety of embroidery options today. Visit us at our physical store or online at maidacustom.com.
Wisconsin River Orthopedics has been providing comprehensive care to Wood County for over 50 years. We offer urgent care for orthopedic pain and injuries, joint replacement, along with focused sports medicine care from evaluation to rehabilitation. Our facilities offer a spacious rehab center to get you back to doing what you love most, along with the latest technology in our ambulatory surgery center and a comfortable open MRI. Stop living with pain and limited range in your joints. Turn to Wisconsin River Orthopedics and get back to the way life is meant to be.
Welcome back, everybody. Unlock the best home, auto, commercial, and personal loans in the Rapids area at Key Savings Bank. No matter what you're financing, Key Savings Bank has the personal touch to put you at ease. Dream big with small rates at Key Savings Bank. 9-1-2 spots due up for the Red Raiders. The second baseman, Jess Dekarski. Up to bat. Dekarski kind of flicks her foot out of the way as that one was coming fast, low and inside for ball 1. The 1-0 pitch, swung on and missed. 1-1 the count now again. There's a chance we're going to get some rain here. Right? We already saw, it was a couple innings ago, for a brief time, I think some snow, very light snowflakes fell down. And that one's going to miss outside for a ball. 2-1 the count now to Dekarski. And here Here come the little snow trickles now. That one fouled back. Count evens up at 2-2. Check swing, and it's low for a ball. Now the count runs full here to Jess Dekarski. Dekarski in her one at-bat was walked in the second inning. And the count is full here to Dekarski. And she hits that one out into right field, and having to get on her horse to get to first, and a collision there between Dekarski and the first baseman, Delilah Abundez.
Batting number 44, Rhiannon Carroll.
Or rather, somebody different at first base now for Spash. I'll try to get you that number and who that is pretty quickly here. Nonetheless, Dekarski's got a base hit. Back to the top of the order. The pitcher, Rhiannon Carroll. She had a 2 RBI double her last at-bat. She's 1 for 2 in her 2 at-bats. That one a ball to Carroll. Here's the 1-0. That one hit hard out into right center, and that's going to fall, and that's going to go all the way back to the wall. That'll be another double for Rhiannon Carroll. So 2 doubles in Carroll's last 2 at-bats. No run scored. Dekarski holds up at third, but now 2 runners in scoring position for the Red Raiders, looking to extend that 4-run lead with no outs, and with the left fielder, Emily Friday, now up to bat. Friday is 0 for 2. She flew out to second and grounded out in her 2 at-bats. Puts the bunt down and checks the throw, trying to catch, and here's the pickle here, and tagged out. But she dropped the ball, but they still call the tag out, and I think the umpire got it right there. She had the ball in possession when she tagged. It wasn't until after that she lost the ball. Coach Holberg doesn't like the call, but I think the umpire got that right. That is out number 1. So to unpack that, Dekarski was tagged out for out number 1. Carroll winds up at third base. Friday stands up all the way at second, reaching on the fielder's choice. And now it's the center fielder, Kristen Radke, up to bat. And did they just walk Radke? I think they just walked Radke intentionally. Radke, because Radke had the base hit in the first inning, and then she had the 2-run home run in the second. So they let Radke walk, and now the bases are loaded here with 1 out. And that one is going to be grounded to short. They're going to go for the out at home. That's an overthrown to home. 1 run scores. Another one scores. 2 come in for the Wisconsin Rapids Red Raiders. Two more home for the Red Raiders. They go up 8-2. It was Carroll coming home. Friday coming home. Radke advances to third. Well, I think Radke. We got runners at the corners here. Sawyer Holberg up to bat. Again, Zegon reached on the fielder's choice. So again, runners at the corners, 1 out here in the bottom of the 4th. With the first baseman, Sawyer Holberg, now up to bat. It's Zegon at first, Radke at third. Holberg's 1 for 2, a double and a ground out in her 2 at-bats. Looks at another ball. It's 2-0 here to Holberg. And that's hit hard out into left field. Line drive caught for out number 2. The throw home not going to be in time. And another run scores for the Red Raiders on the sacrifice fly from Sawyer Holberg. Radke comes in to score. Zegon holds up at first. Now the right fielder, Bella Force, up to bat. 2 down with a runner at first for Force. Force 1 for 1. She reached on an error and then had a base hit. And there are 2 at-bats. Looks at a ball on pitch number 1. That one lone inside for a ball. 2-0 the count. Now to Force. And that one grounded to second. Bobbled, and Force is going to reach on the air. Throw to third, and it's dropped at third. Force is going to go all the way to second base. And just not clean fielding there from the Spash Panthers. So again, Force reaches on the fielder's choice. Zegon heads to third and Force to second. Now up to bat, it's the third baseman, Jazz Red Cloud. And again, it is pretty cold out there. No doubt about it. About 40 degrees, very windy. A little windy, so I don't know if it's hard to close that glove right now. Maybe the hands are cold out there. Third baseman, Jazz Red Cloud. Up to bat, looks at a strike on pitch number 1. Red Cloud 0 for 1. She struck out her first at-bat, reached on a fielder's choice, her second. That's in there for another strike. 0-2 the count now to Red Cloud. And runners at second and third with 2 outs here. Red Raiders lead it 9-2. That one's going to miss high and outside for a ball. 1-2 the count now to Red Cloud. Again, Marin Savageau been on the mound for the Panthers in this one. And that one grounded down the third baseline, foul. Here's the 1-2, high and away for a ball. Now the count evens up at 2-2 to Red Cloud. In there for strike 3. And Red Cloud goes down looking for out number 2. Or excuse me, out number 3, and that is strikeout number 2 for Savageau in the circle tonight. 9-2 Wisconsin Rapids. They put up 3 more runs here in the bottom of the 4th. 9-2 your score. Will step aside and be back with more Wisconsin Valley Conference baseball right after this on Zaleski Sports.
For years, our Store Innovations customers told us they love our countertops, but only wanted to deal with one company for their entire kitchen project. Well, we've heard you. So now Store Innovations can give you a brand new kitchen with the same high quality products, selection, expertise we've been giving you for years. And now we can give you that brand new kitchen in just 1 week. After sitting down with our designers, picking out cabinets, countertops, and flooring, it will only take us 1 week to install everything. Store Innovations, new kitchens in just 1 week.
Snow piles up quickly. Remove it just as quickly with Kubota subcompact and compact tractors. Our #1 selling tractors are built to take on winter with front and rear mount snow blowers, blades, and rotary sweepers. Get select Kubota subcompact or compact tractors for 0 down, 0% APR for up to 60 months and save $1,000. See your local Kubota dealer today.
Your local Kubota dealer is Chili Implement, located 1 mile north of Highway 10 in Chili.
Welcome back, everybody, up to bat for the SPASH Panthers. Caitlin Clysmith, and Clysmith will get on. And that was going to be, I give that an E5, I think. That was pretty short. It might have been close, but that was bobbled there. I'll give that Clysmith reaching on the air there. So base runner on to start things off for SPASH here with the shortstop Micah Keller now up to bat. Keller's 0 for 2 with 2 groundouts. And she looks at a strike on pitch number 1. Panthers got some work to do here. Down by 7. It's been mostly Red Raiders here in this one. 9-2 your score. 0-1. Keller right up the middle. Throw to second. There's out number 1, and they'll just stay content with the force out at second base. There is out number 1. Clysmith out heading to second. Keller will reach on the fielder's choice. Now to the 3 spot in the order, it's the second baseman, Riley Paczynski. She's 1 for 2 with a base hit and a ground out in this one. First pitch misses for a ball. Mutual of Wausau Insurance, protecting homes, farms, and businesses since 1875. Visit mutualofwausau.com to find an agent near you. That's in there for strike 1. Evens up the count at 1-1 here to Paczynski. And Rhiannon Carroll on the mound. Here's the 1-1 from Carroll, and it's low for a ball. Two and 1 the count now to Paczynski. And that one lined up the middle off the glove of Carroll and throw to first. Not going to be in time. That one, I think it's fair to give a hit on. That's a tough play for Carroll to make on the mound. So now 2 runners on for the Panthers. Now the umpire having a discussion with Coach Holberg here. I don't know what Holberg is asking for. Did he think they got to throw there in time? Unclear. Runners at first and second base with 1 out. It's the pitcher, Marin Savageau, now up to bat. Savageau's 0 for 2. She struck out in the first inning, flew out in the fourth. Runners at first and second, 1 out here. That one's in there for strike 1. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a miss. Count quickly 0-2 here to Savageau. That one's grounded up the middle to short, throw to first, and there is out number 2. Runners advance to second and third, but Savageau grounds out for out number 2. It's Keller at third, Paczynski at second. And now it's the first baseman, Delilah Abundez, up to bat for the Panthers. And Abundez playing somewhere else now. Not first. She started at first base. Has been a sub. And sometimes the umpires tell us up here in the press box, sometimes they don't. Abundez is 1 for 2. Make it 2 for 3. That's a base hit for Abundez. Making an RBI base hit. 1 more coming home and scoring for the SPASH Panthers. How about a 2 RBI double for Delilah Abundez? 9-4. SPASH puts up a couple more runs. So Abundez, 2 RBI double. Brings home Keller. Addie Simonson, the left fielder, now up to bat. Grounds that one to third. Throw to first on time and on target for out number 3. But the SPASH Panthers, they put up 2 more runs here in the 5th inning, cut the deficit to 5, but the Red Raiders still lead at 9-4 after 4.5 complete. We'll step aside and be back with more Wisconsin Valley Conference softball right after this on Zaleski Sports.
The Sports Den, located on Marshfield's sunny south side since 1975. The Sports Den has the area's best selection of outdoor equipment. Find top brands of snowshoes, cross-country and downhill skis, snowboards, swimming equipment, skateboards, and more. The Sports Den has a full-service bike repair center along with top bike brands, Specialized, Trek, and others. The Sports Den is Central Wisconsin's fat bike headquarters. Visit the Sports Den in Marshfield Monday through Saturday and thesportsden.net.
Welcome back, everybody. Bottom of the 5th inning here from Wisconsin Rapids. Crystal Finishing Systems is a family-owned business now hiring for both their Weston and Mosinee locations, with openings in manufacturing, fabrication, management, customer service, and so much more. Join the Crystal Finishing team. Learn more at crystalfinishing.com. Let's also hear from our friends over at Roberts Physical Therapy. Running can be hard on your body. Whether you're training for marathons, competitive runs, or just for daily exercise, turn to Roberts Physical Therapy to get moving, keep moving, and enjoy life on the run. Roberts Physical Therapy with locations in Amherst, Plainfield, and Wisconsin Rapids.
Leading off the bottom of the 5th.
Doesn't sound like a bad idea for me to head over to Roberts Physical Therapy. It's something in my knee on the old morning run this morning. Sounds like just the right place to go for that. Wisconsin Rapids now up to bat. 8-9-1 spots due up, starting with the shortstop. Sydney Holberg. Holberg looks at a strike on pitch number 1. And now I have an explanation for why Abundez was not at first base last inning, because she was warming up to pitch, because here she is out on the mound, and that's a fly out to start things off for Sydney Holberg.
Number 12, Jessica Karski.
So Holberg flies out to center, and again on the mound for the SPASH Panthers now to relieve Savageau. And it looks like Savageau is at first now. A little bit of lineup shifting. So Savageau's at first, it looks like, and again on the mound it is Delilah Abundez for the Panthers. The second baseman, Jess Tokarski, now up to bat. Nobody on and 1 out. First pitch high for ball 1. Yeah, there's been a lot of lineup shifting for the Panthers, because at the plate now is Addie Pesky at catcher for the Panthers. That one's fouled back and out of play. 0-2, 1-1 the count now to Jess Tokarski. Tokarski's 1 for 1. She was walked her first at bat in the second inning and then had a base hit in the 4th. Nobody on and 1 out here to Tokarski. That one way low. That one just came out of the hand wrong for Abundez. You'd hear kind of grimace as it came out of her hand. 2-1. That one grounded up the middle to short. A slow roller. Going to be close. There's out number 2. Tokarski grounds out. 4 out number 2. Nobody on and 2 down for the first baseman, the pitcher, Rhiannon Carroll. And Carroll has had herself a night at the plate. She grounded out her first at-bat. Since then, it's been back-to-back doubles. She's got 2 RBIs as well. That one misses for a ball. 1-0 the count here to Carroll. Here is the 1-0. That one popped back, foul, out of play. And the count evens up at 1-1 here to Carroll. The 1-1 pitch misses high. 2-1 the count now to Carroll. Swings on that one, fouls it down the third base line. And now the count evens up to 2-2. That one misses. And now the count runs full here to Rhiannon Carroll. And Carroll blasts that out into center field and into the wall. And that's going to be a stand-up double for Rhiannon Carroll. That one very nearly was out of here. But it's the third straight double for Rhiannon Carroll. Now to the 2 spot in the order. Still 2 outs. Runner at second, though, for the left fielder, Emily Friday. She's 0 for 2. Flew out her first at-bat, grounded out her second, and then reached on a fielder's choice, her third. That one's high for a ball. Addie Pesky checks Carroll there at second. 1-0 the count here to Friday. That's in there on the outside corner for strike one. One and one the count to Friday. And that one fouled back at the plate. Count remains 1-2. That one way low for a ball, and that'll get by Pesky at the plate. Count 2-2 as Carroll advances to third now. So a hit would assuredly bring in a run for the Red Raiders. 2-2 the count to Friday. High for ball 3. And now the count runs full to Emily Friday. And she pops it up. Will that stay in the field of play? Foul territory dropped. In foul territory. Savageau couldn't quite come up with it. Again, Savageau and Pesky were kind of deciding who was going to try to make that play. Savageau not quite able to come up with it, and for Friday, it keeps her alive in the count here. High pitch, ball 4, as Friday is walked. Now runners at the corners with 2 outs for the center fielder, Kristen Radke, and it'll be interesting to see what SPASH does here. They intentionally walked Radke her last at-bat. She had a 2-run home run in the second inning. She's 2 for 2 with a base hit and a 2-run homer. Looks like they're going to pitch to her. That one high and inside for a ball. 1-0 to Radke. And Radke hits that one hard out into center. Shallow center, actually. It'll fall. That ball just kind of died up in the air, and it's an RBI base hit for Kristen Radke to bring in the Red Raiders' 10th run.
Now batting, number 28, Kendall Zegan.
So Carroll crosses home for run number 10. Friday advances to second. Radke holds up at first with the RBI base hit. Now it's the catcher, Kendall Zegan, up to bat. She grounds that one to third, dropped out of the glove, and Zegan reaches on the air. Again, that one, like it just bounced over the glove, or
14, Gabby Nylitz. Now batting, number 17, Sawyer Holberg.
And Zegan will head to the bench. Coming in to run is Gabby Nylitz. And now the bases are loaded with 2 outs for the first baseman, Sawyer Holberg. Holberg's 2 for 3, a double, a ground out, and a sacrifice fly. Looks at a ball on pitch number 1. 1-0 the count here to Holberg. Holberg grounds that one down the first base line. Dropped. And the play made in time for out number 3. It was dropped, then picked up by the second baseman, Riley Pachinski, for out number 3. So Holberg grounds out. But Wisconsin Rapids puts up 1 run in the inning. They lead 10-4 after 5 complete innings. We'll step aside and be back with more Wisconsin Valley Conference softball right after this on Zaleski Sports.
Little Sprouts is now open in Rudolph with the same great child care you know about in Auburndale. Here's Brooke Sievers to tell us about it.
The community here in Rudolph has been extremely welcoming, and we're excited to serve here just like we do up in Auburndale. Part of the process is to help out the school districts and to help the children stay, their 4K children to stay close and get services right here. We serve here in Rudolph 1-year-olds up until 12-year-olds, and up in Auburndale we serve 6 weeks old until 12-year-olds.
Our Auburndale pea pods, wiggle worms, busy bees, and fireflies welcome the Rudolph sweet potatoes, lovely ladybugs, and beautiful butterflies. Contact Little Sprouts Learning Garden on Facebook today.
Welcome back, everybody. Braley Lake will lead things off for the Panthers. As the weather warms up, look to Rapid Sheet Metal Heating and Cooling in Wisconsin Rapids. It has more than 100 years of making your home and business comfortable. Call Rapid Sheet Metal Heating and Cooling today. First one, a strike to Braley Lake, the catcher. The 7, 8, 9 spots due up for the Panthers. Braley Lake, Aubrey Itzen, and Hannah Stremkowski. Lake flies that one, or lines that one, right to third for out number 1.
Number 22, Aubrey Itzen.
And here's the designated player, Aubrey Itzen. Itzen's 1 for 2, a base hit and a ground out in her 2 at-bats. 1 down and nobody on. Rhiannon Carroll remains on the mound for Wisconsin Rapids. That one is fouled back by Itzen. 0-1 the count now. Itzen hits that one hard out into center field, but ranging back and making the play for out number 2 is Kristen Radke out there in center field. So Itzen flies out to center and a quick 2 outs here in the top of the 6th. And now we got a substitution here coming in for Hannah Stremkowski in the 9 spot. It is Emma Reiberich. Here is Reiberich. It'll be Reiberich's first at-bat here of the night as she is batting for Stremkowski. So Stremkowski finishes her day at the plate 0 for 1, reached on a fielder's choice and grounded out. First one to Reiberich, a strike. 0-1. Nobody on, 2 outs. Reiberich grounds that one down the third base line. That's fair. And it is going to be a base hit. She'll hold up at first. Pretty well played out there in left field by Emily Friday. And it's a base hit by Reiberich. Her first at-bat, first hit of the night. And now we have a pinch runner coming in for the SPASH Panthers. Sounds like it's going to be Shelby Brooks. And it is. So Brooks comes in to run for Reiberich. And now we're back to the top of the order for the SPASH Panthers. It's the center fielder, Caitlin Kleismith. Kleismith is 1 for 2, flew out in the first inning, had a base hit in the third, and then reached on an error in the 5th. Runner at first, 2 outs for Kleismith. Steps into that one, grounds it, a slow roller. That's a base hit for Kleismith. Clysmith with the infield hit. And again, it looked like Carroll and DeCarcy couldn't really decide on who was going to go get that. Probably should have been Carroll's. Based on how slow of a roller it was there. But nonetheless, Clysmith on base. Keller now grounds it, and she is. The umpire going to wait. It looked like he was about to call out. The umpire was about 3/4 way to calling out. But now he's going to discuss things with the umpire here. The other umpire, and safe. So they call the runner safe at first base. And again, that was very, very close. About as close as it gets, but that'll be an infield hit for Micah Keller. And now the bases are loaded here with 2 outs for the second baseman, Riley Paczynski. She's 2 for 3. Got a base hit, a ground out, another base hit in her 3 at-bats.
Number 5, Riley Paczynski.
Bases loaded here to Paczynski. Misses outside for a ball. Again, if you're SPASH here, you're down by 6. Next inning is your last to try to tie or take the lead here. This would be a huge hit if Paczynski's able to put one out into the field of play and get it to fall. But then, of course, if you're Wisconsin Rapids, looking to end this one quickly here. Counts 2-0 to Riley Paczynski. That one drops in for strike 1. 2-1 the count to Paczynski. That one way low and in the turf for a ball. Now 3-1 here to Paczynski, and Carroll trying to avoid walking in a run here. And that's right down the middle for strike 2. Paczynski thought it was a ball, but that one looked pretty good from here. The umpire calls strike. And now the count runs full to Riley Paczynski. Low for ball 4. And Paczynski is walked. It brings in run number 5 for the SPASH Panthers. Reiberich crosses home plate. Clysmith advances to third, Keller to second, and Paczynski takes first. Now to the 4 spot, it's the pitcher, Marin Savageau. Savageau's 0 for 3 with a strikeout, a flyout, and a groundout. 2 outs. Bases loaded. That's a base hit out into right field for Savageau. 1 run will score. And SPASH puts up their 6th run on the RBI base hit from Marin Savageau. Clysmith comes home to score for the Panthers. Keller to third, Paczynski to second, Savageau to first. Delilah Abundez now up to bat. Abundez is 2 for 3, a base hit, a double, and 2 RBIs. Also flew out. And Abundez grounds that one into the gap in left field. Another RBI base hit for Abundez. Make it 2 runs scored for SPASH. And the Panthers are still alive. Here in the 6th inning, it's a 2 RBI base hit for Delilah Abundez. Keller comes home. Paczynski comes home. Savageau to second. And again, the 2 RBI base hit for Delilah Abundez. And Abundez now having a fantastic night at the plate. She's got 2 doubles, a base hit, and 4 RBIs. It's 10-8 here, the score. And now we've been through the entire order here for SPASH. As up to bat, it's the left fielder, Addie Simonson. And it looks like Coach Droner making some running substitutions here. And coming out to run,
Courtesy runner number 41, Jordan Roth.
it's Jordan Roth.
Now batting, number 4, Addie Simonson.
Roth comes to run at second. And at first to run, it's Emma Witkowski for the SPASH Panthers. So runners at first and second with 2 outs. All this damage has been done with 2 outs for SPASH. This inning started with 2 straight outs. Since then, it's been 3 base hits, a walk, and 2 more base hits. Here's Addie Simonson. She's 0 for 2. Hits that out into right field, and it drops. 4 out, number 3. So Wisconsin Rapids able to end the inning there, but SPASH keeps themselves alive here, putting up 4 runs here in the 6th inning to make it 10-8. It was 4 runs on 5 hits. And Wisconsin Rapids remains with the lead heading into the top of the 7th. It's 10-8. Red Raiders will step aside and be back with more Wisconsin Valley Conference softball action right after this on Zaleski Sports.
The Sports Den, located on Marshfield's sunny south side since 1975. The Sports Den has the area's best selection of outdoor equipment. Find top brands of snowshoes, cross-country and downhill skis, snowboards, swimming equipment, skateboards, and more. The Sports Den has a full-service bike repair center along with top bike brands, Specialized, Trek, and others. The Sports Den is Central Wisconsin's fat bike headquarters. Visit the Sports Den in Marshfield Monday through Saturday and thesportsden.net.
Welcome back, everybody. Stone Innovations can give you a brand new kitchen within just 1 week. Countertops, backsplashes, flooring, cabinets, and everything else you find in your kitchen. Stone Innovations takes care of it all for you, from fabrication, design, and installation. For your next kitchen or bathroom, look to Stone Innovations in Plover. Also, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Get a free quote from Carrie Van Eert State Farm on auto, homeowners, renters, and more. For both Wisconsin Rapids and Marshfield, find Carrie Van Eert State Farm on Facebook to get started. 6, 7, 8 spots due up for Wisconsin Rapids, starting with the right fielder, Bella Force. Force. 1 for 1. Grounds that one to short. Long throw to first. Dropped by Savageau. And again, I think that's got to be an E3. Force has reached on an error 3 times. Because again, that one, if Savageau would have came up with that, that would have been an out. So Force reaches on the air now to the 7th spot, the third baseman, Jazz Red Cloud. Red Cloud is 0 for 2. Struck out twice and reached on a fielder's choice. Looks at a ball that time. 1-0 the count to Red Cloud. Runner at first and no outs. That one misses. Ball 2. For the best in recreational or hunting properties in Wisconsin, call Brian Rush with Whitetail Properties. Just share your goals and Brian can tell you where and how to make it a reality. 715-213-4468. Again, that is 715-213-4468 to get in contact with Brian Rush over at Whitetail Properties. It's another ball thrown to Red Cloud. 3-0 the count to Jazz Red Cloud. Again, Delilah Abundez on the mound for the Panthers. And puts that one right down the middle. 4 strike 1. 3-1 the count now. That one way low for ball 4. Red Cloud is walked. It sends Force to second. With so much of our lives riding on the internet these days, choosing a provider you can rely on has become more important than ever. As a local company, Solaris sees their customers as neighbors and not just numbers. You can trust their fiber delivers the fastest, most reliable, and most advanced internet experience in town. Visit Solaris.net. Meeting on the mound here for SPASH, and we are going to have a pitching change, it looks like, for the SPASH Panthers. And is Coach Droner going to put Savageau back out there? And he is. In the circle. Again, got baseball on the mind. So Savageau looks like she's going to be back in the circle, unless he's just Coach Droner is just trying to see what she looks like here first. But while we're waiting, Maida Custom Apparel in Stevens Point provides quality decorated apparel from your hometown schools and summer teams to corporate and team outings, along with promotional items and sporting goods. Coach Droner has went back to the dugout, and Savageau continues to warm up out there, and it's going to be Savageau. So Savageau comes back in to pitch. She started this game. She comes back in for Abundis. Abundis heads back to first base. And here we go. Savageau back on the mound. Sydney Holberg, the shortstop, now up to bat with nobody out, and runners at first and second. Drops a bunt down but fouls it. 0-1 now to Holberg. Holberg's 1 for 3, had an RBI base hit, a ground out, and a fly out in her 3 at-bats. If 0-1 count, that's low for a ball. If I remember right, I did multiple SPASH games last year. If I remember correctly from last year, Coach Droner is not it's not a foreign concept for him to start a pitcher, take him out, put him back in later in the game. If my memory serves me right, he did that more than a few times. So he's not afraid to do that as the bunt goes down, and that's a way high over to first. And on the E2, going to bring in a run for the Wisconsin Rapids Red Raiders.
Now batting number 12, Jess DeKarski.
11-8. Wisconsin Rapids. In comes Bella Force for the 11th run. Red Cloud holds up at third, and it's Holberg reaching on the E2. Now to the 9 spot, second baseman Jess DeKarski. Or excuse me. Yeah, Jess DeKarski, 1-0 the count. DeKarski is 1 for 2. Got a base hit, a ground out, and a walk in 3 at-bats. 1-0 here to DeKarski. Nobody out. Runners at the corners. Shows bunt. Called strike. Evens up the count at 1-1. Again, by the scoreboard, you can tell Rapids has been the better team thus far, but again, it's been a lot of the trouble for SPASH has come on errors, fielding errors. Wisconsin Rapids has been much more clean in the field in this one. They've got 5 errors on the game for SPASH. 2-1 the count here to Jess DeKarski. Shows bunt. Called strike. Runner heads for second. Will be safe. That is Sydney Holberg over there at second base. The 2-2 count to DeKarski. Hits that one on to right field, but foul. And a swing and a miss from DeKarski. 4 out number 1. So DeKarski goes down swinging for out number 1 here in the 6th. Back to the top of the order. It's the pitcher, Rhiannon Carroll, and Carroll's been on fire. And no, so Carroll's intentionally walked. I was just about to say, Carroll's got 3 doubles in her last 3 at-bats and 2 RBIs, and they're just going to walk Carroll. Annabelle Ross comes in to run for Carroll. So the bases are loaded here. And Coach Droner maybe also trying to get the possibility of that double play at home on the board. As Emily Friday is up to bat. Now the left fielder swings and misses on pitch number 1. She's 0 for 2, fly out, ground out, reached on a fielder's choice, and then was walked. 0-1 to Friday. That one just misses high and outside for a ball. 1-1. Here is the 1-1 pitch. Popped up. Shallow center. It could drop. No. Caught. The throw home, the tag, in time, the double play to end the inning for the SPASH Panthers. But Wisconsin Rapids, they put up, as that's going to be an 8-2 double play. But Wisconsin Rapids, they put up one run here in the inning. No hits, a couple of walks, a couple of errors. And the Red Raiders go in to the 7th inning, potentially the last half inning, with a 3-run lead over the SPASH Panthers. It'll be the last chance for SPASH to try to tie or take the lead after this on Zaleski Sports.
Hi, this is Van Patrick Oates from Rapids Awards and More. People ask, what is the more part of Awards and More? Well, that means that we're more than just an award store. We engrave glass, wood, plastic, guns, Yeti cups, medals, knives, and so much more. We're located on the web at awardsandmore.us. And if you're in the Wisconsin Rapids area, visit our physical store at 1210 Pepper Avenue or check us out on Facebook. Rapids Awards and More than just awards.
Welcome back, everybody. Wisconsin River Orthopedics encourages you to stop living with the pain. Come see them and let's get you back to living your life to the fullest. For joint pain, rehabilitation, urgent care, and more, come to Wisconsin River Orthopedics in Wisconsin Rapids. Leading off for the SPASH Panthers here this inning would have been Braley Lake, but in at catcher for Lake is Addie Pesky. So it's Addie Pesky swinging and missing on the first two. Pesky's first at bat here, 7, 8, 9 spots for SPASH. 0-2 to Pesky and a swing and a miss. Pesky goes down swinging for out number 1. And it is strikeout number 3 on the night for Rhiannon Carroll on the mound. Now up to bat, the designated player, Aubrey Itzen. Itzen's 1 for 3 with a base hit, a ground out, and a fly out. And that one's launched out into center, and it's going to fall. And Itzen may have been able to get to second if she tried there, but she holds up at first nonetheless. 1 down after the base hit from Aubrey Itzen. To the 9 spot, Emma Reiberich now up to bat. Her first at bat was last inning in the 6th, and it was a base hit, so she's 1 for 1. And that's a called strike. And that one must have just got the outside edge there. 0-1 to Reiberich. Reiberich, the line drive out into left field. She's now 2 for 2. There's a base hit for Reiberich. Sends Itzen to second. Reiberich to first on the base hit. Now back to the top of the order for the SPASH Panthers. The center fielder, Caitlin Kleismith. Kleismith is 2 for 3 with 2 base hits and a fly out to left field, and she reached on an error as well. Runners at first and second. 1 out to Kleismith. Walks forward, looks at a strike. 0-1. The count now here to Kleismith. 2 runners on. If Kleismith were to get on, that would be the tying run as she kind of half and late swings on that one and fouls it off. And the count's 0-2 here to Kleismith. Rustic Redefined provides a boutique shopping experience with unique and affordable clothing and accessories to fit your individual style. Shop Rustic Redefined on 8th Street in Wisconsin Rapids. And that one's in there for a ball. 1-2 the count here to Kleismith. And the Red Raiders lead the Panthers 11-8 here in the top of the 7th. SPASH up to bat. Kleismith faces the 1-2 count. Swings on that one. Grounds it to short. They might have a chance to go 2. No, they go for 1. They don't get there. Kleismith outran the throw, and the wheels on Kleismith to run that one out. Wow. An infield base hit for Caitlin Kleismith, and there is your tying run at first for the SPASH Panthers. It's Itzen at third, Reiberich at second. Kleismith at first. Micah Keller now up to bat. She's 1 for 3 in this one. Swings on it. Grounds to short. This could be 2. Throw to first. No. Run scores for SPASH. They do get the force at second, though. SPASH now with 9 runs. It's 11-9 the score. Keller reaches on the fielder's choice. Clyde Smith is out for out number 2 heading to second. And now runners at the corners with 2 outs for the second baseman, Riley Paczynski. Paczynski's 2 for 3 with 2 base hits, a ground out, and a walk. Wisconsin Rapids 1 out away from ending this one. And the nerves running high here in Wisconsin Rapids as this one's coming down right to the wire. Paczynski looks at a strike. That one just got the outside edge of the plate there. 0-1 to Paczynski. Tying run at first. Paczynski lines it to second, and that is out number 3. The Wisconsin Rapids Red Raiders, in one that came right down to the wire, take down their conference rival SPASH Panthers 11-9 here in this one. SPASH falls to 4-4 overall, 3-2 in conference play, and Wisconsin Rapids gets a nice conference boost here in this one. They move to 8-1 overall and 4-1 in conference play. Reminder that coming up next is your Heartland Farms post-game show. Nobody knows potatoes in Wisconsin quite like Heartland Farms. With roots in Amherst and now based in Hancock, this 5th-generation potato and vegetable farm produces many varieties of chipping potatoes and currently farming 27,000 irrigated acres and growing. Learn more about the best in the potato business at heartland.farm. That's heartland.farm. So we're going to take a quick break here from the great folks at Heartland Farm and be back with your Heartland Farm post-game show right after this on Zaleski Sports.
What Heartland Farms is a large potato and vegetable operation. Who Heartland Farms is a group of hardworking, dedicated people who have a common vision.
Heartland Farms is an accumulation of individuals who came from family farm backgrounds, grew up on family farms, and now have come together as one larger team to own and manage a much larger farm enterprise.
Welcome back, everybody. You just heard from the great folks over at Heartland Farms. Now time for your Heartland Farms post-game show. Nobody knows potatoes in Wisconsin quite like Heartland Farms. With roots in Amherst and now based in Hancock, this 5th-generation potato and vegetable farm produces many varieties of chipping potatoes and currently farming 27,000 irrigated acres and growing. Learn more about the best in the potato business at heartland.farm. That's heartland.farm. So in this one, again, it was Wisconsin Rapids coming out with the win. You go through a quick run breakdown for you. SPASH put up the 9 runs. They had 2 in the 4th, 2 in the 5th, the big 6th inning where they put up 4, and then the 1 run in the 7th inning to get them to their 9 total for the game. For Wisconsin Rapids, they jumped out early in this one. They put up 6 runs in the 2nd inning, led 6-0, then put up another 3 in the 4th, 1 run in the 5th, and 1 run in the 6th inning for Wisconsin Rapids. Of course, they did not get up to bat in the 7th, already had it sealed out. But Wisconsin Rapids gets the win 11-9 here in this one. Also a reminder that if you'd like to look at the highlights and some post-game interviews from tonight's game, we'll be talking with Coach Holberg and our Highlight House player of the game, Kristen Radke. But if you'd like to look at those interviews and those highlights, that highlight package will be up on the Zaleski Sports Highlight House Facebook page later on tonight. So be sure to stay tuned to the Highlight House Facebook page, Zaleski Sports Highlight House, on Facebook for those highlights and interviews later on tonight. But again, Wisconsin Rapids, they improved to 8-1 overall, 4-1 now in conference play. Their next game is going to be against Hortonville at WIAA in Plover. And funny enough, the SPASH Panthers' next game is also going to be against Hortonville at WIAA. These two teams will play Hortonville back-to-back at WIAA Park in Plover, Wisconsin. SPASH drops to 4-4 overall and 3-2 in conference play. And that brings us to the end of your Heartland Farms post-game show. Nobody knows potatoes in Wisconsin quite like Heartland Farms. With roots in Amherst and now based in Hancock, this fifth-generation potato and vegetable farm produces many varieties of chipping potatoes and currently farming 27,000 irrigated acres and growing. Learn more about the best in the potato business at heartland.farm. That's heartland.farm. And with that, that does bring us to the close of our post-game show. Want to thank everybody for joining us here from Wisconsin Rapids at the Rapids Area Sports Complex. My name is Caleb Jacoby, thanking you for joining us, and we will see you next time right here on your Wisconsin home for high school sports, Zaleski Sports.